All right, what is up? Today we are going to watch. Right now, we're going to watch the Nintendo Treehouse Live. It's July, just in case you're watching this in the future, which I'm sure you're not going to be. It's July 10th, and it's 10 a.m. and it's just about to start. As you can hear, the music is playing. So let's head on over. All right, so most of it's going to be Paper Mario, Origami King.
Hello and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live.
Look at that
Thank
afro.
you so much for joining us today. And
that is glorious.
before
Is
we
that
get
real?
started, I'd just like to acknowledge the fact that this
That is
is
beautiful
our first
hair.
time doing this remotely. So we'd like to ask for your patience and
It's like I'm on a Zoom
understanding as we
call
sort
with
of
these
work through
people.
all of this. Obviously, there are some technical limitations, but we're all working very hard to bring you the best.
I think my
we
stream looks
possibly
better.
can. So,
Just
without
saying.
further ado, let's meet the team. My name is Riona, and I'm joined today by Ethan, who will be playing the game for us, and Sam, who is going to be offering some keen insights for
And Brantendo
Paper
64 over
Mario,
here.
the Origami King, which
I'll be
is
watching.
the game that we're going to be showing you in this segment. In the next segment, we're going to be talking about an exciting new game developed by one of our partners.
She sounds nervous.
But to get started, we have a short video prepared that kind of sets up the story for Paper Mario, the Origami King. And while that plays, Ethan is going to be providing some commentary. So please, take a look.
I will also be providing commentary.
Cool.
Ooh.
All right, let's get started, everybody. We are seeing Mario and Luigi enter Toad Town. They've been invited here by Princess Peach to
Where's everybody?
join in an origami festival, but something seems to be wrong. There's not a whole lot of toads to be seen.
Where are all the toads?
So we are going to make our way into Princess Peach's castle.
First of all, the graphics look fantastic.
To see what's going on. So Mario's meeting Princess Peach.
Why is she so like
friend,
ominous?
But seems to be in a
She's like
slightly folded fashion. Something seems to be off about her as well. Let's see how their conversation goes.
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
check on this
So
how my
right,
stream
Mario,
sounds right now.
Finds himself unceremoniously dumped into
Sounds
the
good.
castle dungeon, and he's got to make his way out.
All right, so there are 6 people watching now. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
But he's uncovered his.
Me and this guy were taking turns doing commentary.
And so now they can kind of join forces to make their escape.
The graphics, I have to say, the graphics look
As they do
fantastic
so they're
so
also
far.
going to run into a couple other familiar faces. Might recognize.
Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know that it sounds good.
himself in a
That's
kind
all.
of-
That's always nice to hear, because
Well,
that's the one thing I'm always afraid of.
Not super happy about it.
How does it sound on their end, though?
The three
How does
of
his
them
mic
now,
sound?
Are going to try and make their escape from the castle. They get outside, and they're met by Princess Peach and somebody else.
Somebody else? Yellow Shy Guy? Wait, that's like a Wario Shy Guy. Oh no, it's like an emo.
It is none other
King.
than King Ollie, the Origami King himself, who also happens to be Olivia's brother, and he's unveiling his plan to take over this paper-crafted kingdom.
Awesome.
turning
Thanks, Paul.
everything into origami
Do you think they can hear me at Nintendo?
by wrapping up Princess Peach's castle in these 5 gigantic paper streamers, ripping it from its
Planet Planet has never played a Super Mario game. Me neither.
So Olivia
First
and
one.
Mario and Bowser are kind of left to try and make their escape. Things don't go exactly as
You're
they
behind.
planned, and the castle
Basically,
is
most
off
people
the top
dislike the new
of
Paper Mario games.
And that is where we're going to start our gameplay. Hold on, Mario, buddy, wake up. Okay, Mario was.
But this looks great.
off there. So here we go.
Oh, so he's actually playing.
So
if he
as you
fucks
saw,
up, it's live for everyone to
is
see.
Princess
That's a
Peach's
terrible idea.
Castle, but that's not all he's done. He's also folded up Bowser's minions from paper into origami.
Yeah, ask
So you
Nintendo if they
see
can
the
hear me.
little Origami Goomba up there. Those are King Ollie's folded soldiers, and some of his other minions have gone through the world and torn these terrible holes in it. And you'll see.
This looks great, I'm not gonna lie.
He's collecting little scraps of confetti so that he can fill.
I haven't
these
played a
huts
ton of
and
Paper Mario
hopefully
games,
rebuild this world.
so my standards aren't as high as most
Destroyed
people's,
a little
but
bit by King Ollie.
I think this looks good. King Ollie, dude. He's just shy.
Yeah, and as the camera pitched up
A little
there
emo.
when
Yeah, so I'm just
Olivia
using
was
some
talking.
confetti here.
Oh, sorry, Ethan. Go ahead.
Big Fat Polly says, check my
go ahead.
Twitter.
Oh, I was just saying. As the,
When am I checking my
as the
Twitter
camera
for?
pitched up, you could see that the red paper streamer in the background.
Big Fat Polly in the
And,
chat
that's
here
one of the streamers that
tagged
wrapped
Nintendo
up,
and says, "Can you hear
Princess
Nintendo
Peach's
64?"
castle in the video that we saw. And that's going to be our goal is to try and get up and deal with that.
I love this guy's hair.
Oh, look at this lovely little butterfly. Oh, and little something hiding in the wall. So that's another thing that King Ollie has done is he's taken all of the toads from Toad Town and hidden them all about the world. So you'll
In the
notice that
walls?
when you first came to Toad Town, it's completely
That's
empty,
some
and now
poltergeist
find them,
crap.
refill them. But now we're in a battle, and I'm hoping.
Okay,
that Sam
so this is the
can
one
talk
thing
about
for
this
me
a
that's
little
always
bit.
been difficult
Yeah, I
about
love
Paper
the
Mario
battle
games
system in this game.
is
Okay,
the
so
turn-based
the
system,
battle
because I don't
is
love
in
turn-based
different
games.
phases.
But this is actually a unique system that they created. This like
And
circular
then you've got
system.
your familiar Paper Mario
It's like a puzzle
turn-based
combat
attack.
system.
And
See?
the way Ethan solved that puzzle is by moving all of the enemies into a position where he could attack all of them at once using this jump attack.
For those here, don't
where
forget to
he
like
was
the
getting
stream, subscribe to the
excellent
channel.
all down the line. Nice job, Ethan.
Oh damn, he destroyed all of them in one go.
Yeah, and he's racked
And
up
since
all
he
these
did-
bonuses too, which
Damn.
are giving him a ton of coins.
This guy's good.
Sorry, Rihanna, go ahead.
That's exactly what I was about to say. No, great minds
Yeah.
think alike.
Get the coins! Come on, you gotta go back for the coins.
And you'll see that using confetti can also.
They're
help
gonna
you
disappear, get the
discover
coins! Go
secrets,
back!
maybe reach, items
Oh,
like
he's not gonna get the
special
coins.
that you
Oh
wouldn't
my god,
otherwise
that
be
kills
able
me.
to reach. And if you look up the road here, you'll see a little.
And you
Big Fat Polly says the combat looks like a ton of fun. I agree, it does look, it
Oh,
looks
I
great.
think Ethan, he has something to say about this little Koopa Troopa.
I was just actually gonna say, so you folks can notice that like as I'm using confetti to fill in holes, you'll see I also will need to gather more. And so
Undertale,
from a bunch of different sources. You've got a little confetti bag.
DKO PC in the chat says the only turn-based game he was really into was Undertale. I still haven't played Undertale, but the only turn-based game I really love is Earthbound, and a lot of people draw similarities between the two, so I think I'd love Undertale.
And then needing to find more, and it's kind of a fun cycle to go back and forth on.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You should get Deltarune, Paul. I think it's free, isn't it?
They are paper like Mario, so it's a kind of like paper versus origami
Alright,
sort of situation.
here's a second battle, and now it looks like there's 3 rows of
Why
people.
don't you tell us what Ethan's gonna do here?
Yeah, so
This is for sure
a
gonna
little
gonna
bit
take some
different.
getting
So
used to
as
for
you
me.
saw in the first battle, he lined all of the Goombas up in a straight line, and that's the way you get the enemy
Oh!
for your jump attack. But for
Oh, I
a
see.
hammer
So
attack, you
you're
wanna
supposed to
run
line up
through
as many
that
people as possible in
formation,
one straight
like
line,
the Shy Guys are,
and then take
right
them all
here.
out.
And
So
you,
as many as you can get
and
in
when you
one.
solve the puzzle portion of
And
the,
yet
of the-
he's
of the
taking
grid
out
system of the battle, you get a 1.5
the
times
people
hit
not in a
ratio,
line.
So it's really helpful for getting through these battles quickly and racking up those bonuses at the
Boom,
end.
boom, boom. Yeah, this looks like this is gonna be a ton of fun.
Nice work,
Perfect.
Ethan.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Big Fat Polly says I should
Yeah,
stream
it's so
Undertale.
easy.
I really am thinking about it because Marie
Yeah.
streamed Undertale and it looked great. So
I love that little
Great.
pose, that little flourish that Mario does when you get an excellent on the last enemy in the line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
oh, Herc's Adventure.
Landing.
I should stream Herc's Adventure. That's probably next, but only if I
So
play
we're gonna go down
multiplayer.
here
So
and
heavy.
see what those Koopa Troopas were getting all flustered about, and here they are.
I want to stream that Hylix game, Hylix 2 or whatever it's called. I think that's gonna be next.
So there's an
All right.
entrance to a temple here that's going to become important later. And currently there is an Origami Shy Guy who is causing some kind of trouble over there. So
Ooh.
we are being asked
So far it looks
to
like
go take a look and probably solve some
the
problems
Origami Shy Guys are the main like evil people.
as we are.
Well, probably the little minions, and the Origami
You
King
solve a lot of
was
problems.
posing as a Shy Guy earlier. Line them up.
Ooh, and this looks like a tricky one.
This is gonna
Yeah.
take some getting used to for me for sure, but I could see how
Yeah,
after a
Ethan was giving you
while
helpful hint
it'll probably get a lot easier.
about using. You can use coins to extend the timer for the ring puzzle. And I think you might need to heed her advice because this one's a little more complicated.
I'm gonna add some coins on, and I'm gonna take a look here.
Paul, in a few months, you'll probably just be on my streams.
That doesn't look right.
Since we'll live together.
In the other battles that we've seen up until this point, you've seen Ethan.
Hylix looks amazing.
And rotate it. But in order to solve this puzzle, you're going to need to do something else also.
Damn, look at all those coins!
You can choose one of the diameter lines of the ring and
what the hell?
slide all of the enemies along that line. Ethan is also showing off something else here where you can pay the toads in the audience to cheer for you, and they'll have various different effects. Like
you're paying them to cheer for you? That is not... That's not good. That's illegal, actually. That's illegal in sports.
They also toss some junk at the end.
You can't entice the crowd to believe something with money.
Right, and as you find more toads throughout, playing the game.
No comment, because
you'll see that the stands start to get more and more full, and you get more toads. Obviously, they say really hilarious things while you're fighting, and
this honestly looks great. I know people don't like the new Paper Mario games because they're so different from the old ones, and I haven't played a lot of the old ones, so I can't really comment on that. But I mean, I hear Thousand Year Door is amazing. I'm looking to get it on my GameCube, but this looks good.
Done away with the Shy Guy here, and now
Mega Man Paul says this reminds him of the Mega Man Battle Network combat. I haven't played Mega Man Battle Network.
This temple, so that's going to be kind of our.
But that sounds cool.
While we're down
if it has combat like that.
It
reminds me of like a polar coordinates graph where it's like the circles.
Stance. I'm going to check it out. So there's these cracked rocks here. I'm going to hit with my hammer, and
that looks satisfying.
Reveal one of these magic circles that we saw earlier. That's going to let us use the 1,000-fold arms again. And I'm using motion control right now to extend my arm.
Motion control.
And then find a spot I can interact with, and then whack.
But that looks dope.
Sometimes you end up, peeling away a piece of the paper landscape. But the 1,000-fold arms are really fun to use. You use them in specific spots like that. We might just see them later on in our gameplay as well. Oh, I can't leave that coin. I gotta go get it.
Pokemon Palladium.
Coins are important. Yeah, coins you can do so many things with. Actually, I'm gonna talk a little bit about.
She's gonna be like, and you can get even more coins for just a small amount of money in the microtransaction shop.
And you can buy from him or it all sorts of different accessories.
Right? At this point,
about accessories and
it's got to have motion controls in some way.
Yeah, we'll actually get an opportunity.
As long as it's not too intrusive. Like Breath of the Wild had motion controls, but they worked perfectly.
They have all kinds of different effects. One of the accessories that will
like for the bow and stuff.
Guard Plus, which helps Mario. So in the
Odyssey also had motion controls, right?
Portion of the battle. Not only do you
Mario had motion controls. Mario Odyssey had motion controls, right?
You also have to have good timing in order to block attacks from enemies and reduce the amount of damage that you're taking. And some of the accessories can help you do that.
There's all kinds of accessories though, and they do all kinds of stuff, and it's really fun to find them and kind of incorporate them into your tool set.
For sure.
I think they should incorporate more customization in Mario games, or at least more choice of like clothing styles. Because in Mario Odyssey, you had a bunch of options on what to wear. I mean, obviously that's what the whole game was about, pretty much. But it made the game so much fun. Like when you got the weird retro space costume, it was my favorite. Yeah, and they should do more of that in Mario games.
Yeah, wow.
Now that butterfly is attracted by the flower.
Oh right, you could spin the hat with the Joy-Con. Right.
He's totally a toad.
Mario Odyssey, by the way, for one of the greatest games in my opinion of all time.
Yep. Right. Let's see. I'm gonna make my way over.
The trees look better in this game, even though they're all paper mache origami, than they do in Pokemon Sword.
Found another toad who seems to be stuck in this sand trap here. And
this area looks very intriguing with its.
Oh no!
Oh, so you can hide.
Oh gosh.
Hey, what's this?
So, yeah, folks who are.
Okay, that's gonna be annoying, because in order to get on top of that, you have to be on the right plane, and since everything's flat, it's probably difficult to like gauge where the plane is supposed to be
because it just shows you that. Like,
Oh, the song.
toads that are hidden
The
around the environment are really in a variety
from
of
Super Mario
ways.
Bros.
Sometimes you know, pull one out of a wall, and then sometimes something really dramatic like that happens.
Stop missing the coins.
Okay, we're wanting to get through here to follow the red.
Grab the
string.
coins.
Origami dog is blocking our path, so you know what to do. It's hammer time.
And this little
He's a
toad is
feisty
another
little guy.
special little guy. Yeah, he's putting up his dukes, but he's gonna run back to Toad Town as well, and he's gonna open.
Put up
you
your
just mentioned the Battle Lab, which is a place that you can practice your timing for battles and things like that. So there's definitely, I mean.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna spend all my time practicing for battles or just avoiding battles,
Or
because
all sorts of
new
things.
combat systems are daunting to me,
Right,
and
we've already got a couple extra things to do if we go back to Toad Town now because of the toads we've rescued, which is cool.
Planet Planet says Odyssey is probably the best Mario
Right.
game, hands
You're
down.
gonna
I
make
challenge
your
someone
way
to
from
disagree.
Picnic Road into
Probably not
Overlook
many people are
Mountain
gonna
where the
disagree with
red
that.
streamer is going. And one thing I love about playing this game is moving from like one kind of wide open environment like Picnic Road right into the next.
It's
even
Picnic
potentially
Road,
even
it's where
bigger,
you go.
location in Overlook Mountain here. And there's just tons of detail, and you're free to explore kind of at your own pace and like do what you want
Yeah.
to do. So I love that you.
Yeah,
can just
it
kind
really
of
was.
zone to zone.
Mario Odyssey is really such a fantastic game.
Ooh,
See.
I had fun the whole time, and it was like,
Some
I know
sneak
most
attack.
people consider it to be too easy, but for me, for my liking, it was like the
Oh, so
perfect
even
amount
if
of
it's just
difficult.
found
Because
a
like,
collectible,
you might
it's
die
so
one or
far,
two
but
times,
This is going to,
Okay.
but for the most
show up
part,
in
you're
the
always
Toad
just
Town
progressing.
level.
And it wasn't about like the difficulty of the game that made it fun. It was just
So,
like
next
the adventure and the stuff you see, the stuff you acquire,
museum,
the
which is where
different heights that you had to climb in order to get moons.
Yeah, I mean,
Such a
that's
good game.
basically it. We've got another battle here going. I'm excited to
Big
see
Fat Polly
if
says,
we
"I like
can
video game."
knock this one out of the
Yeah,
park.
nice
That was
work.
actually my motto on the 3DS because there wasn't enough space in
Yeah, it's
the little
immensely
character model to say
satisfying
I
to
love
solve
video
these
games.
ring puzzles,
So it just
get
said I
that
love video
damage
game.
boost, and then do a ton of damage when you get into the.
Oh, Afro guy's
phase.
back.
You can get through these battles really quickly if you master this system. And this is a wave battle,
Yeah.
so you've got multiple groups of enemies that you're gonna have to fight.
This is that's dope, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This
Oh,
this
Ethan's
combat
taking
system
it
is
so
cool.
easy.
Yeah, you're thrashing these guys.
After this treehouse ends, I know for a fact Twitter's gonna be like, this game sucks balls. Paper Mario looks like crap, and I'm gonna have to like backpedal and be like, you're right. Yeah, I totally didn't like it.
One of the things I really love
happens,
is
though,
seeing
you
the
know.
little comments that the toads in the stands have.
Oh, how's it
Some
gonna
of
do
them are
it?
just so hilarious. That
Oh, they killed
it's
themselves.
almost distracting, honestly.
So she keeps saying that the toads are saying something funny and that it's distracting, but I don't see any of the toads saying anything.
And
Oh, I
the-
see. It's
the
so
puzzle
small.
in the battles isn't
How am I supposed to read that?
show
You
I
can
guess,
still
that-
move on.
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
Oh, sorry, Ethan.
Yeah.
Boo, boom, boom.
No, that's what I was gonna say.
Stick to your guns.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there's a little bit of delay that we're working through. But yeah, we were just saying that you don't need to solve
Yep.
the puzzle in order to move on.
Nah, man, go against the grain. No, yeah, for in all honesty,
and getting that damage boost is
I'm
really
always
help
just
you,
gonna
rack
speak
up
my
those
mind
deficits
regardless
like
of
you
what
saw Ethan get.
the masses are
At
saying.
the end of that last battle, in the
I
final
honestly don't
battle,
care about
so
getting hate
useful.
about stuff like that. Because if you like a
might
game, you
think
like a
that,
game. That's the point of
oh,
video
there's
games.
over
You
8,000 coins,
you know,
and that's plenty.
you're allowed to like
You
video
can-
games
you
other
can
people think
burn through
suck.
those really quickly.
But I know Twitter's gonna be all over this. Like, I fucking
And
hate
we've
this.
just
This is
entered into
garbage.
battle with the shiny. Maybe Sam, can you talk a little bit about the weapon that Ethan has chosen to use?
A new
Yeah,
Super
so
Mario
the
RPG.
battles
They
with
should,
the
because
bunnies right now, which
Mario
probably
RPG
would be a good
split
idea
into
for
Paper
to
Mario
jump on those with
and
his
the
regular boots attack.
Mario and Luigi
So, he
series.
equipped,
And then they
some-
stopped
some
just making the
iron
Mario
boots
RPG
there,
games,
allowed
which is
him to
weird
jump
because
on
a lot of
those
people
spikes.
loved
And
the
your
original
boots
Super
and
Mario
your
RPG.
hammer, you'll always be able to use those attacks. Those will never deplete. But certain special attacks, like the iron boots. that
Oh
you
yeah,
use,
no.
will deplete after.
Big
a
Fat
while.
Polly, I was joking about changing my mind. I always hold my convictions to the point in which
True, and one thing that I just wanted to point out, it's very little, but
sometimes I get in arguments on
enjoys
Twitter,
that when
which
you
I have to
finish
stop doing.
a
But
battle, the enemy kind of
Yeah.
explodes into this like giant cloud of confetti, and it really makes you feel like it's celebrating your victory. just little things I really enjoy. Oh, and here we're at Monty Mole.
But yeah, this to me looks great, and even if it does get hate, you know, this looks great. I'm having a good time watching this, and after the Treehouse Live, WayForward is gonna present a new game that's new to WayForward, so something that they haven't worked on in the past. It's gonna be a third-party game, so it's not gonna be Wario, maybe.
That you will need to bring
But
back to the Earth Elemental Temple.
yeah, they're announcing a new game, so we'll see.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ethan.
Maybe they're taking over Metroid. Who knows? I'm joking. Because that's a first party game,
The
right?
exact same thing I was.
Yeah.
10,000 coins is a little steep.
coins. Oof.
Just do it. Oh, you can't even afford
I'd
it.
say don't buy it.
Nah.
Don't buy it. You can't afford it. You only have 8,000 coins.
We can get them down to a cheaper price.
Yeah, we can do better than that, Mr.
Definitely.
I
Mole.
like how they're like, should I do it? They have 8,000 coins. They can't buy something for 10,000 coins.
Ooh.
And maybe if that guy didn't
that's not
keep
bad.
skipping the coins, he'd have more.
What do you guys say?
It's getting better,
think,
but I
Ethan?
think we can push this guy further.
Yeah, we could push it.
So you can haggle with these people?
How did you
Yeah,
get
seriously.
10,000 to start with?
But Retro Studios, I think, is doing the
Okay.
Retro Studios. Is that what they're called? The people that made
Sounds okay.
Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze.
Say no.
I think they're doing the new Metroid. Or yeah, that's their project
You're
anyway.
breaking this poor mole's heart.
But yeah, I don't know what's up with the delay with Metroid, dude. Because didn't they say a year ago that it was done? Same with Pikmin. They said Pikmin 4. I think Shigeru Miyamoto said Pikmin 4 was done. Where's
Wow,
Pikmin 4?
1,000. Nice
Okay,
market,
take
Ethan.
it.
Hey, okay. What do you guys say? I know.
I'd say take it.
1/10 of the price. Let's do this. Giddy up. Yeah, green shellstone. Yeah.
Hey, DKO PC, you like MMA, right?
Fantastic.
Do you like Luke Thomas?
This
A
is
lot of
just one
people
example
don't
of
like
the
Luke
many
Thomas. He's a
So,
little, he
really
comes off a
enjoy
bit
the
strong.
I'll take this
NPCs.
opportunity to.
First of all, I love the
sorry,
music in this
please
game. It
continue.
just sounds so
And
amazing.
we're gonna cut away here, and we want to show you some of the boss battle.
Oh, go back.
that this game has to offer. So I'm gonna switch over to that, and while I'm doing that, you guys feel free to chit chat.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna chit chat then
Yeah,
while they're doing
so
this.
One of the things that Ethan touched on just a little bit.
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you first
I love
walked
Luke
into
Thomas
the
too.
mountain,
His
is
live
the-
chat I think is
the
starting any
environment
minute. So
is
as soon as I'm
connected
finished watching
organically
doing
to
this, I'm gonna watch his live chat.
a world to explore.
So.
Which is,
Oh, there are
which
8
is
concurrent
the
viewers.
reason
Go ahead
that
and
came
subscribe to the
really
channel
well.
and like the
You know,
video if you have not already.
previous titles in the series, you had the environments were separated into kind of this.
This guy's hair is
superworld
awesome.
Style overworld map.
And his sweater.
Here, you've
Where do you
got
get that
this
sweater?
big Connected world, and it feels much more.
Oh,
like
that is a
this
beautiful
big place to
level.
explore where you could backtrack into areas that you've been before, and maybe find some of the.
Is that like
hidden
corporate
codes
Bowser's
that fill in
office?
Some of the not bottomless holes that you might have missed. But I don't want to keep talking because we're getting to the red streamer here.
Yeah,
Ooh,
because
yeah, so we've finally
Yeah.
found the end
So
of
we've
the
actually-
red streamer that we saw
Go
earlier.
ahead.
Oh, sorry.
this live is just gonna sound like a bunch of people talking because I'm speaking over these people talking.
And get that part of Princess Peach.
By the way, look at the HP system. I'm not sure if it looked like that in previous games, but that's really interesting. It looks
It looks like Mario's
Interesting.
jump doesn't have enough oomph in it.
because typically in Mario games, not Paper Mario, I'm not sure, I can't speak to that, but typically in Mario games, the HP system
Nice
is
save,
Nice
Olivia.
are
save.
Nice
Olivia?
save, Olivia.
It's-
Triple jinx.
what is it
In a
usually?
round.
Is it the same? I forgot.
All right, so we're coming up to.
I'm trying to think about
first
how the
boss
HP system
battle.
was in Odyssey.
Maybe Sam, can you talk to us a little bit about what's different about a boss battle?
DKOPC, honestly, Luke Thomas is has a very strong personality, but honestly, it's what some people need. He's the only one challenging, really challenging, the financial side, like fighter pay and stuff like that, and the COVID stuff. So I respect him. I like him a lot. And he also just seems like a good guy if you watch his live chats. Anyway, we'll talk about this now. Color pencils.
He can attack the boss. And the bosses are puzzles in and of themselves. So it's going to take a little bit of figuring out to try and see what does damage to each of the bosses.
Oh, so you have to actually.
I love the boss.
I'd love to see Ethan use the toads.
This is a really pretty game, I have to say. I mean, I know I've said this a few times, but it's a pretty game. By the way, don't forget to like the stream, guys.
Yeah, so those are some of those accessories that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I've got like guard plus on. Reduces my damage I'll take a little bit.
Right, and I think
Yeah,
that's
so
another
this- it
accessory.
might-
It adds on... Oh, sorry. You go.
Yeah, this song's cool too.
Oh no, go ahead, Ethan. Or sorry, I'm Riona.
Oh, no, it's all you.
So, which one of them is
I was
playing?
gonna say that it looks kind of daunting at first, but it'll make a lot more sense when you see Ethan start moving. So
Oh,
Mario
Ethan's
is
playing.
going to
This guy.
travel on the path.
No, this guy's
as
not playing.
dic-
It's the other guy.
as dictated
The other
by
white
these
dude.
Arrows.
This does look daunting, I'm not gonna
There
lie.
you go.
And
He passed
it's just
an
interesting
envelope
how the
on way,
gameplay
and that envelope
changed
gave him a hint about what he needs
now
to
that you're
do
fighting a
to
boss.
damage the
So,
boss.
like, all of the practice you were doing with the Shy Guys
Stepping
and
on
like
that
the
icon.
Koopas,
Once I'm
or the Goombas,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
doesn't really matter for
That-
boss
that
fights because
on
the combat
icon,
system looks to
that
be
was in Mario's
different.
path, so he activated it, and that turned on those magic circles, which could be useful later.
And you're fighting a giant Pokédex. Oh, massive
work.
damage. Finish him. This is... I was talking and I'm not understanding
Now, I
how
need to
this
get
works.
in front, I think. So I'm gonna move this attack icon in front, and then what else do I need to do? Looking at my arrows to build my path here. That looks good, right? Okay, here we go.
That looks... Oh no. Oh no,
I made
okay.
it, okay.
Very good, yeah. Sorry. I
Had you
thought
worried
that
there for a
up
sec,
arrow
Sam?
was in your path.
Fear not. I was born to stomp. Okay.
Nice
Oh,
block.
nice.
My block in, nice.
Alright. Yeah, the combat looks very confusing. I'm assuming that
that accessory
once
that
you
Mario
get
has
used
with
to it becomes like second nature, and then
This
maybe
is
it's really
something
fun.
they did
But
pretty
there are
well.
some combat systems that I honestly
Yeah, he's pretty
this might
unrealistic.
I
be time
can't
to
Those missile
call on
missiles.
some
get used
little
to
toad help, maybe?
to the
you
extent,
might wanna
or
invest
yeah,
some
to an
time.
extent in
Yeah,
which
looking
it's
at
fun
this,
for
there's
me.
a
Like
lot more icons
honestly, I might get hate for this, but I
and
didn't
what
like
to do
the
right here.
Xenoblade. I don't like the Xenoblade combat
And
system.
call on
I-
the toads by
Combat
stepping
system. People
Ooh,
Boy,
expensive.
at first people were like, "Don't worry."
Out.
The further you get into the game,
high roller.
the more you'll understand it, and then you'll learn chain attacks, and then it'll become fun. And I got further in the game, and I learned, and I understood the chain attacks.
you wanna
It
tell
just
us
wasn't
what's
fun
going
for
on
me.
here?
Auto attack.
Yeah, so in addition to
So I'm hoping I actually
tossing
do
Marios
end up
with
enjoying
health,
this.
The Toads also activated kind of a guideline on the battlefield, so it doesn't show you where
coffee
you
is
need
done.
to go, but rather what Mario's current path will be based on the formation of the rings as they are. And it updates in real time as
trying
Ethan
to
was
see.
adjusting the rings.
How has he lost so many coins? What did he
So
spend
I
all his
can
coins
call
on?
out
Tool
those
for the
full
boss
arms
battle.
Here, I'm gonna get them out and use them in the battle here. So you can use them in the environment, but also they have a role in battles as well. Ooh, my arms are going nuts there for a second. I grab with CLDR, close that lid.
Get it together, Mario.
Get it together, Mario.
More like
That's what I was saying the entire like during Sunshine. That's all I said. Get it together, Mario. Stop running when I tell you to stop running.
If you
And
get really good
the guy
at
playing was like, "Oh, it's not Mario, it's me."
in these boss battles, you
He's
can
trying
set
to
up this
save face.
Really elaborate movement structure where Mario just kind of sweeps the board and collects absolutely everything there is before landing on the final spot that you need to damage.
Yeah,
the
DKO
boss.
PC says that was Fire Emblem for me. Same. I want to get into Fire Emblem so bad because
Get him
I
in
know
there.
it's such an important
More good attack here.
game in like Nintendo circles. Fire Emblem in general. And there are so many Fire Emblem characters in Super Smash, and I want to be excited every time there's a new Fire Emblem character, but the combat system, just for me, for my taste, I don't enjoy it. But I think one day in the future, my taste will change, because my tastes change all the time, and that's how I was able to play Earthbound. One day I was just like, I'm gonna play Earthbound because I own it on the SNES, and I loved it. So maybe one day I'm gonna play
Right. That's another important thing to mention. You can
Fire
see those, like,
Emblem
targeting
or
rifles that are
Xenoblade,
on the ring system.
and maybe I'll love
Ethan
it.
has
But
been doing a
as
really
of
good job
now,
avoiding those
you know,
up until now.
I'm
gonna do one more quick attack here with.
which is interesting because Pokemon is also turn-based, but I have no problem with Pokemon. I mean, I'm not a huge Pokemon fan, but I have no problem with it.
All right, there we go. Close that lid one more
I
time.
think it's really fun. I honestly thought a Pokemon Sword was great. I have like 80 hours in it. I haven't beaten it though.
A good pattern that's working for me now.
Yeah.
I should really pay attention because I'm not getting this combat system.
All right.
It's kind of like
And
on his
I
last
guess we'll
legs.
just
you
jump,
take a step and then,
jump ahead one more. Let's see. I need to
or is it
put
like
that there.
matching stuff?
This over here.
Yeah, I think Ethan touched on it very briefly, but you see those icons with the fist
Oh,
on
I
it?
see.
That's an
Oh, I
attack
see.
icon.
So you keep
And
going
you can
until you
hit
land on
that
the arrow and then you go
in
forward.
Mario's final spot
Oh,
in
so
order
you want to
for
spread those
him
out
to
as much as
be able to
possible
take an attack
so that you can get
action
as much
spot.
treasure as you can before
Right,
you go
if that
forward,
was
I'm
there,
assuming.
Mario would reach that spot and just fall over, which is
Yeah.
sad.
Those are my dogs, by the way.
All right.
Nice block.
They don't bark often, only when I'm streaming.
Oh,
So he's not happy at all. I've been kind of
Yeah.
doing some damage on him, so he's getting out.
Oh, this looks nuts. That's like a Gatling gun.
Yeah, goodness gracious.
He's just gonna spray.
Yeah, something tells me what you've been doing
Entire-
up until this point isn't gonna cut it anymore. But,
No, yeah.
but
I hate that. That's so scary to
I
me.
have to call it here, because
Yeah,
like we
I
said,
wanna
the
show
bosses.
everything.
Yeah, the bosses are puzzles, and
The
we wanna
bossels.
show you the solution to the puzzle.
Oh, okay.
Especially because the game is coming out in just a short amount of time. Ethan, when is everybody going to be able to get their hands on this?
Let us know.
So this is coming out on Friday, July 17th.
Holy shit!
It's super colorful, really fun.
That's-
lots of super fun areas to explore.
That's 7 days from now. That's next
super
Friday.
enemies to defeat. So please, I hope everybody will check it out.
All right, I will.
Yeah, awesome. So thank you so much, Riona. And
Yeah, the
thank you,
spinning pencils
Ethan.
were awesome. It was
And
like,
as we head out, we're going to play the announcement trailer one more time for those of you who might have missed it. And also because the announcement trailer does a really good job of highlighting some of the various environments that. this
oh,
event
I thought they were talking about the
is.
WayForward
Ethan
announcement
will
trailer. I was
show
like,
you
what?
in
We
just a
missed it.
single Treehouse Live segment.
I've been here since
So,
the start of this.
Stay tuned for that. And right up and coming up, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new game. So stick
Brand
around.
new game, guys.
Take a look.
WayForward, new game. It's gonna be watch it be something nobody cares about. Okay. Shh. Oh, I'm not gonna stay quiet during this. We saw this. Peach comes in ominously. Guys, I need to use the restroom really bad. Move out of my way. Oh, I love how Peach's castle looks the same as it did in 64. Or kind of. That window wasn't there, but the star there was there and stuff. It actually doesn't look the same, but it looks a little similar. Goodbye. I'm watching it on OBS, so the screen is really small, so I can't read any of the text. Uh-oh. It's the emo Origami King. An origami plot unfolds. So those are the, what did they call them? Oh, red stream. Those are the streams. So blue stream, green stream, yellow stream, red stream. And those, I think, are the bosses? Or they lead to the bosses? Like, this is such a pretty game. Thousandfold arms. Wow, that's so nice looking. Yeah, the puns are killing me. I love how Nintendo has become obsessed with like craftable stuff, like arts and crafts type of games, like Yoshi's Woolly World, Kirby's Epic Yarn, Yoshi's Crafted World, Kirby. What was the one, the Kirby where you to draw the lines and stuff. And now it's Origami King. I think this game is LGBTQ friendly. What? What is that? That's Samus? Wait. Are they gonna announce the new Metroid? Imagine. It looked like they were teasing that, right? That was Samus's head. Am I wrong? Okay, stay tuned, guys and gals, because let's see what they're gonna announce. If they don't announce Metroid after that, after showing Samus's head on Mario's body, they're wrong for that. That's just mean. All right, so it's funny how now that they aren't talking, I have nothing to say. Now that I'm not talking over someone. Joking. Anyway, yeah, Paper Mario Origami King looks great. Yeah, it looks great. I don't know what was up with Samus's head on Mario's body at the end there. Maybe my wish was granted because I said I wanted more customizable options. I wanted more like aesthetic options for Mario, and maybe that's what we get. Maybe there's a bunch of different references to different video games, like Samus's head for some freaking reason. But I don't know, guys. I'm thinking they're about to announce a Metroid game. Metroid Sketch. What if it's Metroid? What was that one? The really lame one on the 3DS. It was like Metroid for Freedom Fighters or something. What was it called? Federation Force. What was that called? One of you know the name. The one that they announced and nobody cared about. It was like a multiplayer Metroid game. Was it Metroid? Federation Force? Someone in the chat has to know. Metroid Federation Fighters? Something? Nobody remembers? Anyway, a long time ago, they were like teasing that they were going to announce a new Metroid game. And then they announced that weird Metroid game on the 3DS. It was like this weird co-op Metroid game that nobody cared. Yeah, Federation Force. And we're like, check out this new Metroid game. And everybody was like, that looks lame. And then they also announced, I think it was the same year, I might be wrong, but I think it was Star Fox Zero, which I think looks great, by the way. I haven't played it because I didn't have a Wii U, but I think it looked great. Everybody was like, boo, this game stinks. All you do is fly. I'm like, but it's Star Fox. That's what you mostly do in those games. Yeah, that was the biggest tease ever. And since they have not made up for that with a new Metroid game, how frickin' dare they? Give us Metroid. That's what they're going to do, though. This is Metroid here. That's what they're going to give us. No, but they said that the announcement by WayForward, WayForward's not going to do Metroid. Because I'm trying to think of the games they do. And I mean, obviously they do Shantae, which is not... It's a 2D side-scroller, so... Yeah, it's like a Metroid. They just teased us for no reason. But, yeah, they just love teasing us with Metroid for some reason. But yeah, so the new game is going to be by WayForward, and it's also going to be a third-party game. I believe Metroid is licensed by Nintendo. I could be wrong. But, yeah, I believe it is. I would love to see a new WarioWare, personally, even though
Hey everyone, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. Before we dive in, we'd like to play a short video. This is a first reveal of a new game coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch this year. And right after, we'll see live gameplay and dig into some of the deep battle mechanics the game has to offer. So please, take a look.
It might be a brand new game. Bakugan? Is Bakugan still relevant? I'm sorry for anybody who likes Bakugan. This isn't Metroid. This is Bakugan. Oh, Shantae is technically a Metroidvania. You're right.
Hey, welcome back. So Bakugan Champions of Vestroia. Let's introduce everyone. I'm Sam. I'm here with Tyler from Nintendo. And
Why would you tease Metroid with the frickin' Samus head, and then it be Bakugan Battle, whatever?
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be negative. You know, this is fun.
My absolute favorite developers.
You know, I'm not going to be one of those gamers.
Publisher Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment.
Paul, you're a Bakugan fan? I've never seen you talk about Bakugan. Is this something I should be excited for, Paul?
All right.
Oh, no, he's joking. He's trolling. Look, that looks fine. Okay, this looks fine.
With an original story expanding on the hit.
It looks like Pokemon Sword to me.
Franchise.
That's Pokemon
We've
Sword.
designed a unique.
I mean, I'm gonna play it maybe. Look at that! Look at that car.
Offering pick up and play ease and layers of strategy to discover.
Those cars look
There's
terrible.
plenty of depth in our game, including faction resistance.
Those cars look
increasing
awful.
your Bakugan stats via in-game progression. Plus, you can selectively modify up to 4 special.
People on Twitter are gonna be mad, aren't they? They're gonna be mad about this. I can't wait for the angry people on Twitter. Why would they tease Metroid like that? Was I seeing things? That was Samus's head on Mario's body, right?
Engage in over 100 quests.
That was his head. Because I can't see. My screen is far from me, so I can't really see much.
Plus 200 special
But that was Samus's head.
help you and your Bakugan.
Why would they do that? What is this?
Did I mention 80 Bakugan? Actually, it's 81. Because we've listened to
Big Fat Paulie says, I hope there's a demo. I'd like to try it. Most likely there's going to be a demo. This doesn't look like... First of all, this looks like a small game.
Proud to announce, in Bakugan, Champions of Destroya,
Second of all...
play against brawlers around the world.
Okay, that's cool.
Online, head-to-head, multiplayer. Alright, Kenny, let's get our brawler.
A random Dalek. Hello, random Dalek. This is Bakugan Battle. This was the game that they were teasing by WayForward. Oh god, no.
So I'm basically
Look, I love open world games. This looks like a fine game. I don't know if I'll play it. Maybe I will. I don't know. But yeah, there probably will be a demo, Paul, because it looks like a small game, first of all. Second of all, it looks done. This game looks like it's done. But who asked for this Bakugan game? Bakugan game. This is Pokemon.
Alright, the brawl's beginning.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, immediately you get a sense for just how huge they are.
Yeah, the scale of the Bakugan are.
I'm gonna get on Twitter and people are gonna be like, "Yes, finally Bakugan," and I'm gonna be like, "Oh yeah, totally."
3-4 stories tall, so we
No, I doubt it. People are not happy about this, right?
as much as
I mean, no offense. Look,
possible. So, you know,
WayForward does not owe us anything.
hybrid,
That's what people should remember. They don't owe us anything.
TV show.
They don't have to make games that, like, we were expecting. That's the problem with gamers today is they get mad when they were expecting something that no one told them to expect, and then they don't get what they expect because no one told them to expect it.
Blue hexagons on the
But
field.
no, I mean, no one's to blame here. We're to blame for expecting something else.
In like a fantasy RPG game.
I'm sure there's a crowd for this.
Bottom left corner,
I mean,
that's my 4 ability.
I just didn't know people still played Bakugan.
Equivalent of, you know, essentially casting a spell. So
Yeah, a random Dalek. Yeah, it's based on
down a little bit.
toy game, card game, something like that. It's like a toy turn-based game that you play or something like that.
One thing you'll notice also,
And this video game is based on it.
we bring in some tactics.
And it might also it's based on an anime too, I believe. I think it is.
Alone see that of course you just picked up
And it looks fine.
was a, small
Like I said, it looks okay.
has a lower,
It actually
lower quantity of energy that's going
DKOPC says, yeah, it doesn't seem like a game you'd make an announcement for. Exactly. I think that's what people might be annoyed by is that like who co-ops a Nintendo Treehouse Live to announce their Bakugan game? You know, typically at the end of a Treehouse Live or a Nintendo Direct, you get like a big announcement like, you know, frickin', I don't know, Conor McGregor is now available in Super Smash Bros. Or like, you know, something like that. But, you know,
the strategy there is really what
this is, but actually, to be fair, Treehouse Lives, there usually aren't huge announcements after Treehouse Lives. Usually there are big announcements after Directs, so.
I was gonna say by the skin of your teeth, you had 12 health left.
That was a nail biter.
I had another Bakugan in reserve.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game you
But,
kind of
yeah,
just
to your
announce on
point,
Twitter.
Tyler, you know, one of
Post it on the Bakugan Twitter, right? Because I would
So
assume
I
most
was
people
gonna
who
give
like
a background
Bakugan
on
probably follow Bakugan on
Origami,
Twitter.
real
They're probably
quick.
they probably have more of an audience on the
So
Bakugan Twitter
basically
than they
we're
do
thinking
on a
about
Nintendo
their,
Treehouse Live.
I
I would assume.
in a series of quests because he wants to impress this
But
local hotshot named
I guess
Mary,
I'm
who's
kind of a
organized
sucker
the
for you know,
Overall, our
games like this,
story interweaves
open world games.
between
Does
a
it have
series
like
of tournaments
character
and a
customization or
larger
anything? Like,
investigation into a mysterious and abnormal earthquake activity going on in
and
San
first of all,
Marcos, which
is
a
it just
town
is it just my screen or is that frame rate terrible?
yeah,
So I do
that's
like the
When he was
there's a lot of
walking.
focus on the brawling, but there's all of these other elements going on in the game that you're gonna want to, you know, I guess constantly track on top of just your brawling
All right.
strategies, right?
So from here on, we're not gonna speak negatively of Bakugan since we've already gotten our feelings out. Now let's just try to
the
see
storyline I just
this
made
game
there, that I'm
for all the good
quickly
that it
progressing through is
possesses.
hitting on the point that Steve was
All
talking
right.
about, where
We'll ignore the frame rate
that was one of your
because
good
if that's how it
friends. She's
plays
telling you about some
during this
earthquake
presentation,
activity that's
I
abnormal
doubt
for
this
the
will be any
area
better
going on,
when playing on your
and
console.
she's investigating into
Especially
it. I think
undocked.
that's
Imagine this
where the
undocked.
story
Holy crap.
starts
Okay, sorry, I was supposed to
for
be
you.
positive.
So now I'm just
The world
kind
looks
of,
good. Looks nice.
taking back my poster
He's just standing
pieces
there.
that I had found for Larry. Oh,
Is it me or does the layout for the map look like really like old school, like a 2005
here in the
design?
lake. But returning back to
The forced positivity.
combat, you know, there's
Yeah, let's be positive.
you're
Because you know
doing
what?
the combat
Everybody on the internet is
with
negative.
Bakugan,
Everybody's doing the negative thing. Let's be the only people saying nice things about Bakugan.
Between your Bakugan and
You get to talk to the
four
Bakugan.
abilities that you assign to the Bakugan, which we'll get
Yeah, it looks like a lot of
into
effort was
more
put in this
here
game.
in a few minutes.
Doesn't look like they just took the engine from
Just something that
Pokemon.
I kind of noticed
and
that,
put a blonde kid in
maybe
it.
Others may have noticed as well is that your Bakugan you are actually talking to.
Like, let's be honest here.
But in battle, they're
Like,
much larger and.
Let's be
I'm
real.
Going into a little bit of
If you're a Bakugan fan,
Bakugan.
let's just pretend we're Bakugan fans.
Yeah,
This looks like a dope game. Like, if I was in a Bakugan, I'd be like, this is fucking dope. I get an open world, free roam. I get to raise my Bakugan and feed it and stuff, whatever you do in Bakugan. I'm not even sure that you do that in Bakugan. I get to, you know, nurse my Bakugan, and I get to fight other people. This is awesome for a Bakugan fan.
Much smaller in toy size, much like
And the music sounds amazing. It actually has that, like, it sounds like the music for this sounds like it sounds like the score for Desperate Housewives. Listen.
That's pretty awesome. So you're gonna build that relationship with your Bakugan as you continue to find more.
Gabrielle Solis
change up your
went
roster.
into her kitchen, and what she discovered
Correct.
was something
I see a familiar
she
face.
never
So,
expected to see.
There he is. Dan Kuzo.
Infamous
the
Dan
Bakugan
Kuzo.
caller.
A random Dalek says, I'm not very good at telling the difference between a frame rate, but it looks normal to me. The frame rate looks fine in certain areas, but there was a part where it was like skipping frames. But it might just be because I'm watching it on OBS, so.
In the TV show, they will be streaming little information for you to help.
Yeah, so it's based on an anime, I think.
Get you going on your strategies and just your overall open world experience.
But this does sound like Desperate Housewives, right?
Telling us about, you know, I just got a Baku ability card from Larry, and he's telling me how I can assign it to a new Bakugan. Again, one of the layers.
See, that's one of the positives. Is that it's a cool score so far. It's not like the typical like
is associated to a single faction. So there, there's
video game score that's like it's just like a very like mellow.
Bakugan ability cards. As you can see, there's 5 here. There's only 4 there. You'll start.
Like I expect to see
basically what's the equivalent of a.
What's her name from Desperate Housewives?
So you get all
The
these
Latina
cards
girl.
that are
I
part
forgot.
Of your, part of your
But I expect to see her in this game, even though everybody so far has been super white.
4 abilities that you're assigning to each Bakugan when you go into the fight.
Look at that.
And now Larry is getting-
That is the Desperate Housewives score. I swear, that's it.
Go ahead.
Oh no, absolutely. I was just saying Larry gives me more loot here. So yeah, you are correct. That is a lot of where the strategy's coming in.
Those guys named Larry. Just keep it casual.
So
Right,
personally
might
for
have a
you,
whole suite. Oh, go ahead, Tyler. Sorry.
sorry. I was just saying personally for you, Kenny.
All right,
what kind of
walk
strategies
somewhere.
do you
Let's see
like
some
to
action.
implement with your Bakugan? Are you more of a going in guns blazing head first, or a little more strategic on?
And now it's talking to Miguel. Oh, it's the first brown guy. He looks kind of like me, actually.
So you know it's a good question. The Bakugan factions actually kind of draw
Item
their
received.
own
What's the
strategy.
item?
So again, leveraging
B.
as much as we can from the TCG and bringing that experience into the game for the different players that will recognize. You know, a lot of the factions have their own playing style. So I generally try and adapt a playing style to the team I want to go in there. But
So far, it's a lot of loading for.
I like the balance.
Okay, positive,
of
positive.
Aquos and all its things.
I
it
guess
can
those
do.
points.
But you know, if I'm coming
Or
at
like
you
fast
with a
travel
Paris
points?
Dragonoid, I will just bring an aggressive attack approach.
Now he's talking to
What does
Rachel.
she have for you there?
She's telling us about something she saw at the fountain over here.
It's interesting to me that they've chosen to just explore the world. Is that an alarm?
So
All right.
Oh, nice.
Whose car alarm is that?
This be your third
picked up an
Bakugan?
Aquos Syndius.
What was up with that car alarm?
So a lot
So
of
now
what
you-
you'll find in oh, sorry, go ahead, Sam.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was
this
just gonna
game
say,
makes
now
me
you're
feel
welcome.
like I'm in a Bakugan. Look at this. Is that a McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. That is my third Bakugan.
All right, David Trent. All right, David. So basically, WayForward teased that they were going to announce a new game, and they hyped everyone up. They're gonna be like, "Stay tuned after the Pokemon, the Mario Origami King gameplay, and we're gonna show you a brand new game by WayForward that no one's ever seen." And everybody was excited. And at the end of the Origami King gameplay, they showed Mario with Samus's head from Metroid. And then we were like, oh, it's going to be Metroid. And then they played this, and it's not Metroid, it's Bakugan Battle,
Out of that fight so you could strategize.
which I don't think anybody wanted. But we're being positive here, David.
Oh.
All right, we're going to talk about the positives. I'll start with...
Yeah, so you could see as he was engaging in the conversation, they were about to start a brawl, but you got a sneak peek at
The
your
monsters
opponent's lineup, and that gave you an
are
opportunity
pretty cool.
to, as he was saying, drop out and then maybe rework your
But
own team to
did you see
counter
that building
your opponent's
behind
bringing
behind
the
him?
ball.
Once you get off the pause screen, it looked like McDonald's. It looked like orange
Yeah, exactly.
McDonald's.
So Tyler, to your question,
That's the
I
biggest
got rid of
positive for me so far right here. It's that orange McDonald's. My hair will not stay out of my
Give
face.
more
hope that doesn't
firepower
come back
to
to
your
bite
Pirate
you.
Dragonoid.
I also hope it does not.
Water spiral.
I'm gonna do it with my Aqua Syndius.
We'll see shortly.
Look, that's McDonald's.
I do like how you're able to switch out those abilities.
Here
and,
comes Derek. I love how all the names are so... Look at Kenny and Derek. They're just so, like, casual.
If I'm not mistaken, you'll be taking that online as well, correct?
Correct. That's absolutely right. So you know, whatever team.
Yeah, that McDonald's is doing it for me.
built up
That's it.
throughout story mode,
The question is,
exactly
can you
what
go
you're able to do.
inside the McDonald's? Because that would change everything for me.
There's the two darkest that he's bringing into the brawl with him.
Uh-oh. It's brawl time.
Time to drum up. Let's do this.
Yeah, good luck.
Now playing Bakugan, Champions of Historia. Why'd they call it Bakugan Battle earlier?
We'll see what we
And
can
by the
do.
way, that's not the
One of
same.
those
They're
is
not
that,
battling in the same spot as they were standing earlier because there's no McDonald's
when I
behind
was
them.
Modifying my abilities on the Bakugan screen. Every Bakugan has resistances to factions, so you know I wouldn't call it a paper rock scissors system by any means, but each faction has
No, that is the place. The McDonald's behind them.
two other factions that it defends well against.
I like how in the Bakugan world, nobody's allowed to park
So
there.
just another layer
For
of,
the next
things
5
to
minutes,
allow
no one can park
ponder when
because
you're
these two
going
giant
into
monsters are
battle.
fighting.
Reasons why you get that preview of who you're getting ready to go against and have the ability.
Yeah,
to
the
make
monsters
some
do look good.
alternate decisions.
I have to say your opponent
more
has been
Bakugan.
pretty quick to swap his Bakugan between the two that he has. Really fast.
Do you know what my problem is
Yeah,
with
he appears to have not liked his matchup
with
in my,
turn-based games?
Dragonoid originally.
Is that the combat is just, if you think about it, I mean, yeah, obviously there is a level of or there is a high level of
we actually have other things.
how would I put it? You have to be tactical when you play turn-based games, but it's less satisfying to me because, like, as you see here, it's literally just animations every time. But like in a game with like a really good like combo system, you get different combos and it just feels satisfying to fight. Here you're kind of just waiting for the animations to end. By the way, my light here died, and this one's probably gonna die next. So in a few minutes, it's just gonna be darkness behind me.
Pulling more inspiration from the
Actually,
TCG and toy line. If I can,
I have another light,
charge up all three
but it's not purple, so we're just gonna go with this
which I am on my way to do.
white
We'll
light
be able
for
to
now.
pull off a team attack. So it's a
Who
lot
else
of
on
fun to
YouTube
board, as I'm
changes their
charging up,
aesthetic
taking the time to charge up these
midstream?
guys. Obviously, as you can see,
No one
I'm
I
taking
know.
A bit of a beating here. However, I'm hoping that the payoff.
Boom!
From
I got a brand new
one
aesthetic. Now
team
it's
attack
just.
is going to,
Can you even see that?
equal the punishment.
Oh, that's all right.
for taking
Okay.
more.
Really hope you can pull that off. You gotta get those Baku cores.
Is it me or do I think that Red Dragon reminds me more of a skinny version of Destoria in the Heisel Godzilla films? Wow, that's a good reference. I wish more of these characters look like the monsters in Godzilla films.
As quickly as you can.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. So the
That'd be awesome.
cores on the
There actually
field
is.
are not obviously.
Wasn't there a new Godzilla game for the Switch?
So,
Or am I
again,
tripping?
Another layer of tactics that you'll be introduced to later in the game. Is,
Oh, it's
there's actually
Robot Head guy.
as well.
Robot Guy, I choose
Kind of,
you.
Boosts
He's like,
if
oh.
you will, that allow you to do things like run faster or a force field that knocks your
This looks
opponent down if you get
DKRPC says this looks like the daily life of a Japanese kid. If this is the daily life of a Japanese kid, I want to be a Japanese kid. Just you're heading to McDonald's and some guy challenges you and you're like, okay, watch this. You pull out a giant freaking Bakugan and you just start battling in the middle of a parking lot. And everybody driving by was like, I want a McDonald's, but now I can't park because these two guys are fighting in the parking lot.
Team attack! Yo, one hit. That was worth it.
So far, so good.
He said one hit, but these guys are still alive.
Still has one more to go.
And only 92 left on this guy.
Oh yeah.
The music kind of reminds me,
Take a couple hits.
of the Killer Instinct theme. Because it's like, dun 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 dun. Bum,
But it was a big
bum,
risk spending
bum.
all of that time collecting those Baku cores for all of your Bakugan so that you can build up enough to do that big team attack.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And the later you get into the game, the riskier that kind of decision.
Man.
Decision becomes.
Alright, there are now 9 concurrent viewers watching this. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel.
On him, but
We're watching Bakugan.
very soon in the story progression.
This is what we wanted.
Facing strictly three
We asked for right here.
or brawls.
This is the one.
Well done, Kenny.
Metroid would have been fine, but let's face it.
Yeah.
There are so many Metroid games.
Epic team attack.
Nice work. So I think that's all the time we have today for Bakugan Champions.
McDonald's!
Thank you so much.
They should add Persona 5 mechanics to this game, such as going to coffee shops. Yes! Oh man, David, I agree with you, because even though I don't love the gameplay mechanics for Persona 5, well, they're actually pretty cool, but they're not like my cup of tea. What makes that game is the environments. They're freaking awesome.
Yeah, and thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, they have a lag.
And we've loved working with Spin Master on the IP, so it's a great opportunity.
Nefarious XXX Masters.
working with
Thank you
WayForward.
guys. Thank you. Yeah.
There's a lag, so they
Thank you,
keep
Kenny.
talking over each other.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Tyler, for joining us. I hope everyone enjoyed what you
Thanks.
saw today. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Bye,
All
everyone.
right. Later. Okay, well, that was cool. Don't forget to do what this thing says here. And yeah, so I mean, what is there really to say? I think we did what gamers do. It's what we're pretty much notorious for at this point. We got our hopes up for something that nobody promised us. Nobody said that we were going to get. And let's be honest, we're all a little bit disappointed now that that we didn't get it. But it's okay. I mean, like I said, I feel like just Nintendo is kind of on a dry spell now, and it has to be because of it's because of, you know, we're in a freaking pandemic. It's difficult for people to be productive in a time like this. And I know Japan is almost back to normal, and at least compared to where we are, or where we are here in America. So I guess their productivity will probably go up a little bit, but yeah, they're just trying to make do with what they have, bring us what they can. Nintendo obviously probably doesn't have very much news, but there is a rumor that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct next week, I believe. And if they had a big announcement, it's probably going to be next week. Obviously, this one was for WayForward. And it looks fine. If you're a Bakugan fan, I feel like this is something you'd probably enjoy. But yeah, I'd like to remind you not to be too hard on these guys. They're people making games. It might not be the one that we expected. It might not be one that we're all interested in. But, you know, we're not entitled. Oh, shit. Sorry. Yeah, we're not entitled to their, to them to making games. Oh, by the way, what you just heard was the announcement for Donkey Kong Country on the Nintendo Switch. If you didn't know about that, they're putting the Donkey Kong Country, the original Donkey Kong Country game, on the SNES Nintendo Switch game thing. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Miyuki Shirogami said, yeah. The stream was horrible. Yeah. Well, like I said, we have to remember, you know, they didn't promise us anything in particular. We all just kind of expected something that no one promised us. So, you know, there it is. All right. Be nice to each other. Be nice to Nintendo. Maybe we'll get something good in the near future. I think they have a direct coming up, like I said. Until then, we'll play Donkey Kong Country on the Nintendo Switch. And yeah, that's all for me. I'm going to go watch the Luke Thomas stream. Let me take care of the chat here really quick. Yeah, David says, exploring the districts and interacting with NPCs looks great. I agree. I always think it's fun to explore like video game worlds and talk to people, and I think that's super cool. The battle system wasn't my cup of tea, but I know a lot of people who like turn-based games, so you know. It was nefariously deceptive. It was deceptive, but really, that's only due to our own expectations. And then David says, was that supposed to be the summer showcase to make up for E3? I don't think so. I honestly don't think Nintendo had anything to really promote this year. It seems like nobody does. But who knows? There's still that rumor of a Switch next week, or a Direct next week, so maybe we'll get that there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, DKOPC says hype for the UFC card this weekend. Yes, Jorge Masvidal, Kamaru Usman. It's gonna be great. Yeah. So before I go, I'd like to remind you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Big Fat Paulie says that his pet peeve is that I and other YouTubers always tell you to subscribe at the beginning of my video, and yet that doesn't work because how are you supposed to know if you like my videos at the beginning? So here it is at the end of my video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you next time. Street Jesus. Let's blow this cartridge. And if you want to talk more about this, follow me on Twitter at Brantendo64_. Oh, Puka's here. Marie. The stream just ended, so I'll text you right now. All right. Let's blow this cartridge. Right. Wait, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna do it right. Let's blow this cartridge.
Hey, you very good.